and then it's just made like the loveliest little pasta. Things are happening. It's a tragedy. I found a dress. What are we doing today?
Picnic.
What are you doing? This is the life of being in a relationship with a cameraman, but it's equally very helpful for me. Today we're doing something very exciting. We got a present from my sister for Zach and my birthday, because our birthdays are 2 days apart. We tend to get like a joint present from our family, which is always really nice. And this one was such a fun one, and I'm so excited to do it today. But basically, we're going to a mystery picnic. We have no idea what we're going to be doing, but all we know is that it's in Mount Tamborine, which is like the Gold Coast hinterland. We have been given our first clue, and you essentially just follow different clues throughout the day to find little things you have to collect for a picnic, and then you go to a location at the end and have the picnic, is the idea, right? Yeah. That is the idea. You just keep doing whatever you're doing in the background there. But basically, let me log in. They do say it's better to do it before you go so that you're prepped and ready by the time you get there. We did the first clue, which says 1 o'clock, crack the number code to unlock your next location. And this is the clue. And it was like the numbers that correspond with the word wine. We are going to Witches Falls Winery, which Zach and I have been to before, actually. We went there maybe last year at some point, and it's such a nice venue. It's like super leafy and green. It's really fun. So we're gonna start there. Apparently at this stop, we need to add a soft drink each to our basket, and we can stop there, have a little explore, have a drink while we're there, and then we can look at some other points of interest close by. And then, yeah, then we'll do our next clue and go to our next location. 2 out of 9, it looks like.
2 out of 9?
9. Amazing. All right, we need to get on the road. Let's go. I'm excited. First stop, coffee. I'm reading 2 books at the moment. This is my new Kindle situation as well. I basically cut out patterned paper that I had and put in my Kindle sleeve because I didn't want to buy a new Kindle case that was ridiculously expensive, and I think it looks cute. Do you think?
Awesome.
And it's kind of giving picnic vibes. Like picnic rug.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's very cute. Anyway, the book that I'm reading is Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. I'm about 30% of the way through, I think, or 25% of the way through. I want to read more science fiction this year, and this one is on the list of books that I want to read in 2026. So that's nice to tick that off. And it follows a guy who wakes up and he doesn't know where he is, and he doesn't know his own name, and he doesn't know why he's in the place that he's in. And it's essentially like a lab. He's like, oh, why would I be in a lab? And why do I know all these sciencey things? And he like slowly uncovers his memories of why he's where he is. It's just really fun. So far, you haven't found out much yet, like at 30% through, but really enjoying it. It's actually quite funny as well, like in terms of the writing style. It's not super self-serious, which is fun, so it's a very easy read. And I think because Ryan Gosling has been cast as the main character, I'm picturing the main character as Ryan Gosling, and that's helpful as well, because it's good to have like a face to a character in a book. Makes it easier to picture like what they're doing, which is fun. That is the first book that I'm reading, and then the second book I'm reading at the moment is Heated Rivalry, which I'm listening to the audiobook on Spotify for that one, and I'm about 30% of the way through that one as well. I'm listening to it at like 1.5 speed because that's...
Because you're a crazy person.
Because that's how my brain works. I've already seen the TV show, another book to TV show adaptation, but I've already seen that, and I really, really liked it. So, and I've heard really good things about the book. Everyone says that the book is like, obviously the book's always going to be better than the movie or like the series, but people have said that the book doesn't give you, like, you don't feel like you're just reading what you've already watched, and I hate that. But this one's not like that, which is really good. Very much enjoying those two, and I thought I'd bring them with me because the first location is like 47 minutes away. So yeah, I will be reading my book and hopefully not getting car sick. We made it to our first location. I'm gonna get a wine.
It's no cider.
Yum.
You're definitely not doing it. No. You're so far away. You're so far away.
Location number 2. We are at Curtis Falls. What are we doing here? We've just got to go look at the falls. Hopefully not hiking because I did not wear hiking attire. And then, am I recording? Yes.
We gotta look for a lyrebird.
We're gonna look for a lyrebird and do the activity with the lyrebird. That's the plan. I'm ready for the game. You gotta turn the music down, babe. Is it a lyrebird or a kookaburra?
Kookaburra, that's easy.
Yeah, that's a kookaburra. Lyrebird!
Bullshit.
Is it a lyrebird or a chainsaw?
Chainsaw.
That has to be a chainsaw. Yeah, that was a chainsaw. Okay. Is it a lyrebird or a vibrating phone?
It's literally a vibration.
Lyrebird or an ambulance? That's a lyrebird.
Lyrebird.
Alright, last one. Lyrebird or a drill?
Lyrebird.
No,
Nailed
lyrebird.
it.
They kind of look like a peacock.
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, time for a brain break. You've already headed to the Curtis Falls track. How about you learn something about this area? Okay. We're hungry. We're ready for food. Rebus time. The following images represent words. Solve the puzzle, identify what each image is, and then add, subtract, or replace the letters to decode into a new word. So it's A, N, go, L.
Well, the O would be an L.
First word, angels, yeah?
Sure.
Second word, there's a panda and a tree. Okay, so pantry. Angel's pantry. Okay, first word was wrong. Angela's. We're going to Angela's pantry. So we're going to get 2 hard cheeses, charcuterie meat, dip, and crackers of your choice. Let's go. Stuff. Alright, where's you next? Where are we off to next?
Riddle time.
Oh, we've got to do a riddle. Okay. Solve each riddle together to find out where you're heading next. Word 1. Love to play, untamed by night, unruled by day, no fence can hold me, no one can guide. What word am I that won't abide?
Wild.
Is that okay? Do you think so? How did you know that?
Just know.
Okay. I'm a fruit that's juicy and sweet with purple skin, tasty treat, sometimes dried. I change my mind in pies and jams. My fame. Plum? Yeah, true. Kitchen. Good job. You're so clever. All right, Wild Plum Kitchen. What are we doing there?
A salad and 2 homemade scones, cream and jam.
Yum. That's kind of fun. And we can also go to the cinnamon shop if we want to, or Frankette. I have a problem. I have run out of Spotify audiobook listening hours and it's a tragedy. What am I meant to do? I'm like an avid audiobook listener. I rely on my Spotify audiobooks and now I'm like, what am I going to do for the rest of the month? Because it's only, is it like monthly or is it like when your payment comes out that it counts as a month? Surely it's when your payment comes out. Part of the monthly billing period. Unused hours do not carry over. I didn't know that. Oh, that makes me feel so silly because I purchased extra last month and I was like almost up to the month ending. And then I wondered where they went because I paid like $16 for extra hours and I don't think I used them. That's so silly of me. I have to read a physical book. That's kind of annoying. What is my hair doing? Look at this. It's like, it's going behind my ears. I feel like I look like a priest, but that's okay. I wanted to give you a book update while I'm here. May as well, if we're talking about books. I finished Heated Rivalry, which I read by audiobook, all of it, and it was very good. It was exactly what you would think it is. No surprises there, but I did really enjoy it, and I think that it wasn't one of those series that you read and you're less immersed because you've seen the show, if that makes sense. Like, I actually really enjoyed it, and I feel like I could rewatch the show and not feel like I've like overdone it in terms of the story. You don't often get a book to movie adaptation where they haven't made some weird, wacky decisions in terms of the plot. I'm about 30, oh my gosh, that's so loud. About 30% of the way through Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think I said at the start of this video I had started reading it. I am really enjoying it. I'm not enjoying it as much as I'd hoped. It's not that I'm not. I think I've just got to commit to like continuing with it, and I think it's going to get better the more that I read it, because we've just gotten to a part that I think is going to set the plot up to be a bit crazy. I think some stuff's about to happen. Stuff is about to go down in this book, and I'm very excited about that. So I will keep reading it, and I think I will enjoy it. And I've only got 8 hours left, apparently, so that's really good. I am trying to read the books on my physical TBR. That's like a really big goal of mine this year, to finally get that down. And I have stopped buying books so much since I am now medicated for ADHD. I feel like my impulse spending is so much better. Yeah, I've just been purchasing books on my Kindle when they're on sale, or reading off Kindle Unlimited, reading my physical TBR, which I've got like 30 books on there. So it's not like I'm short of options, which is good. But yeah, I think other books that I want to read this month, I want to read Hamnet. Again, I saw the movie to that and I loved it. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's like the saddest, most lovely story. I've got The Virgin Suicides, I think, because I want to start reading more classics, and then The Night Circus. So I'm hoping to read those this month. See what else tickles my fancy. I like to have like a romance going at the same time as a fantasy or a more serious book. And that way I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm able to mood read a little bit more than if I just was reading one book. So that's my recommendation if you're someone who gets a bit stuck or a bit bored or through a reading slump. I'm really enjoying it. So I'm hoping to finish this one soon and then keep going with my physical TBR. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. I'm actually not feeling too bad this morning, despite the fact that I'm running late, which is just so typical of me. Like, I'm not even surprised. I'm feeling a little, it's been a weird week. It's been a very weird week. It's been the first week that I've been able to work from home 3 days. Well, not 3 days yet, but it will be 3 days this week. I was originally working from home 2 days a week and then traveling to Brisbane 3 days a week. This has been like a really nice change. I had 2 work from home days in a row, which is just life-changing for me, particularly because I have to drive so far for work. And it was just so nice to like have 2 consecutive days where I didn't have to drive to Brisbane, and I could just like, I don't know, actually do things outside of work in my outside of work time rather than just driving home, because it literally takes me like an hour and a half to drive home. Sometimes 2 hours. Most of the time I would say 2 hours because of traffic. Anyway, people say get a job closer to Gold Coast. I like my job, to be honest. I really like the people that work there. I like my team. I like the values we stand for, so it's just like it's not as simple. That's my little rant, but overall it's been a good week in that respect. But today's Thursday. Last night I essentially just read more of my book, which was, it's getting better. It is getting better. I know I said that I didn't know if it was going to get better, but it's definitely gotten better. I'm about 45% of the way through now, so I read a good chunk last night. Not a good chunk, a mediocre chunk, but I read a chunk last night and I am enjoying it. Zach was telling me that the trailer kind of shows everything that happens and like gives away a lot of the things, which is not great. So I don't want to watch the trailer until I've read the book. This weekend's going to be a very exciting weekend because I'm actually going wedding dress shopping. For those of you who haven't been around, the wedding journey has been exactly that. It's been a journey. To give you context, because I feel like context is important, I was originally booked in with my fiance to get married at a venue on the Gold Coast for, I think we budgeted like 30 people? I can't even remember now, but we were gonna do that. Anyway, so we put down our deposit, we started booking vendors, like, you know, our photographer, our videographer and all of those kinds of things. And then it just got to one day and I was like looking at all the numbers adding up, like the florist, the music, the, I don't know, any other activities that you wanted to do, the accommodation, the dress, the everything, right? And I just thought, is it worth it to spend this much money on a singular day? And like to some it might be, and that's so fine. I'm also like, I'm not sure if I'll ever regret it. I don't know. I just didn't want to waste that much money on a day that a lot of people say just goes by and you don't even remember it. Like you remember it obviously, but you don't really soak it in because you're spending so much time making sure everyone else is okay. And we always knew that we wanted to do a big Europe trip at some point, and so originally we thought we would do it for our honeymoon, but then when we were kind of weighing up the costs between having the wedding and a European honeymoon, it just wasn't even feasible to even do a small Europe trip because of how much the wedding was going to cost. Like, it's actually crazy how much wedding stuff is. We were on a call with a florist vendor to get a bit of a quote of what we wanted, and we wanted really minimal flowers. Like, I'm talking like bouquet for me, bouquet for 3 bridesmaids. We wanted 2 small aisle meadows that could then be transferred to the bridal table for the reception. That was it. And it was $4,000. I think it was just under $4,000 actually, but then she said that minimum spend is $4,000, so I can add some other stuff in as well, because they also did like table decor and styling. Overall, it was gonna be $4,000 for flowers that you can't keep, like they literally die. I think that was the moment, and this was late last year. It probably would have been, probably mid last year. I reckon mid last year is when we really decided. That's when I was like, I don't think this is worth it anymore. Venue alone was $15,000. And then everything else, it would have been $30,000 at least. I don't know, I just couldn't justify it. I couldn't justify it when we didn't have that money sitting there. We weren't getting help really from, you know, family. We're kind of doing this on our own, which is fair. Like, I think that's fair enough. You want to get married and have a big wedding, do it on your own. It just wasn't adding up, and I was like, I know I love to travel. Zach and I love to travel together. Every trip that we've taken together, we have had the best time, and we just get along so well when we travel as well. Like, we just work really well. We work really well together anyway, but like, I don't know, he's just such a fun person to travel with. So we thought, you know what, we're gonna go to Europe for 7 weeks. Originally it was 6. Originally it was 5, and then it turned into 7. And we're potentially going to do a little ceremony when we're over there. All of that is to say, I need a dress for that little ceremony over there. But I can't have like a full wedding dress because I have to pack it in my check-in luggage. So I'm going wedding dress shopping simply to try on wedding dresses and see if hopefully I can find something that's minimal, kind of suits the landscape that we're going to be in, can also just like fit in my bag, and is also not super expensive because I don't want to be spending heaps and heaps of money on a dress that only Zach is going to see. You know, like, it's not like I'm going to be having a wedding. So yeah, I thought I'd take you guys along for that this weekend. That'll be really fun. So yeah, there's just so many other things I need to tick off before we go, and we do have like 6 months, like we've got time, but it just feels like it's creeping up so fast. I need to get my passport renewed. We need to find wedding bands. We've booked a photographer, which is great, but we need to organise the civil ceremony when we get back. We need to find a dress, shoes, maybe a veil, could be fun. And then we need to book a bunch of stuff for our trip because we've booked most of our accommodation, so that's good. We booked major flights and our accommodation, but we need to book the domestic flights, like the big trains, and then like the big ticket items, like the boat tours and things like that we want to do. So that's the plan. It's going to be so fun though. If you guys have any Europe recs, I know that's very vague. High level, we're doing all the major places. We're definitely going to be in places like Greece, London, Paris, Amsterdam. I'm going to vlog everything because, you know, I love a travel vlog. So I'm going to vlog everything and share it with you guys. And it's just so nice to like look back on as well. Like, we constantly look back on our Japan videos because they're just like memories. Like, that was our first big trip together. I'm excited. It's gonna be a good time. Guys, I'm trying this new coffee. It's a liquid espresso coffee, and you basically just add it to milk or water, I guess. And I'm making an iced one, and I just thought it's like, I don't know, like a single serve cold brew situation. It just looks fun, so I thought I'd try it. It's like 1 single shot of espresso, essentially. And I think I'm gonna do 2 because that does not look strong enough. Okay, this is 1. Yeah, that's like literally milk. It's good though. I do like it. I'm working from home today, which is nice. I'm actually really busy. I've got so much to do. I'm about to jump into a meeting. Not ideal for a Friday. I don't think meetings should be allowed on a Friday, but that's okay. We persevere. This is so interesting. It's probably not great for the environment, just given the single servingness of it all, but I feel like so many things are single serving. So like, you gotta pick your battles, I think, sometimes. Whoa, that looks really strong now. It is good though. I like it. That's really good. Anyway, full work day, and then it's really raining outside as well. It's like apparently meant to be raining all weekend, which is literally the worst. Like literally the worst when you have plans on the weekend and it's raining. But anyway, that's okay. We're gonna roll with the punches. We also paid off a lot of our accommodation for Europe last night, which is very exciting. We've just got maybe like, I wanna say like, not even a quarter, but like maybe like a fifth to pay off, I think. And then we have started to look at domestic flights as well, which if you guys have recommendations on domestic flight companies, I'm like so fearful of losing my luggage because I've heard so many people like have had that happen to them. And because we're hopping around so much, it's just gonna be so inconvenient. I don't know, if you guys have any recommendations, let me know because I am going in blind. But yeah, I'm gonna do my work, hopefully have a productive day because I've got a lot to do. And then I don't know what we're gonna do tonight. No plans yet, yay. Be prepared for the worst lighting ever. I mean, I feel like this suits what the weather is like today. It's literally the most gloomy, rainy, cold weekend we've had in a while. Like it's actually jumper weather, which it hasn't been in a while. And I actually love winter, so I'm not mad about it. It's not a bad thing, to be honest. And for a Sunday, this is the slowest Sunday I've had in a while. It's 10:11. I'm literally only just starting my day now. I don't know. I just love to have a little potter. I love to dilly-dally. I love to just like not be super busy. Sometimes I like to get up and go straight away in the morning so that I feel like I've done my productive stuff first and then I can like allow myself to dilly-dally for the rest of the day. But I'm not opposed to a dilly-dally. I mentioned to you guys earlier in the week that I was going to go try on wedding dresses yesterday. I was going to film it. But then it was my first time trying on wedding dresses. I had no idea what to expect. I kind of just wanted to be very present and in the moment because I was with my sister and it was just like a special thing that you only really hopefully do once. I didn't know if I was going to find the dress, so I just didn't want to put any pressure on myself to be filming, and I just wanted to enjoy the experience, and that I did. I tried on so many dresses. I found a dress and I really like it, and it was a bit out of the budget, but again, you only get married once. So what I was trying to like justify in my head was what we're doing is not like a standard ceremony. So in my head, I was like, I don't need a standard dress because I'm not having a standard ceremony. But at the end of the day, it is an elopement and it is a ceremony. It is arguably going to be one of the most special days of my life. So why should I not get a dress that I feel amazing in? I actually was really worried as well. I was really worried that I was going to try on all these dresses and I would hate what I look like in these dresses. And I think that's just a fear that girls have, that they just gonna hate everything. I actually didn't. Like I actually really liked a lot of options that we tried and like I felt like a bride. It got to one point where I was trying on one dress and I just started crying because I was like, the assistant put a veil in my hair while I was in this like gown and I was just like, wow, I'm a bride. Like this is crazy that I'm actually getting married this year. I think that was the first point I actually felt like a bride. That was a huge brain dump, but I'm gonna go to the gym now. I'm gonna stop procrastinating. I'm gonna get in there and do it. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna feel better. I got some stuff. This new pair of Reebok Nanos, they are basically the gym version of the shoes that I already have. So I know they're comfy. These ones are just like, the tongue is connected, which I think is a bit different, but very happy about those. They're on sale as well for $100, which I thought was pretty reasonable for a gym shoe. Okay, we're sitting down now. It's a bit easier. Tank, do not go in front of the camera. You're so annoying. Why do you do that? It's not for you. You can just stay here. Then I went into W Cosmetics because I really want to try some Korean skincare. I've heard really good things. And my skin's been a bit weird lately, so I thought it'd be good to finally try it. I got the Dr. Althea 345 Relief Cream. I've heard really good things about this, just as like a everyday moisturizer. Hydrate and calm your skin, because I get a lot of redness on my skin. I don't know why. I don't think it's rosacea. Maybe it is. And then I also got this Anua Heartleaf and Succinic Acid Cleansing Foam. Heartleaf is meant to be good for redness as well. And it's like a gentle exfoliant, I think. So I thought that would also be good. Like this. It's giving 2016 YouTuber. Anti-hair loss derma scalp treatment. And it has gochu kola or centella in it, which is really, really good for like cell regeneration. I'm hoping this is also very good. I think it's just a treatment that you put in once you've shampooed your hair. So very excited to try those. And then from Mecca, did get my beauty loop, which I'll go through in a sec. Rhode has also just launched in Australia, so obviously I had to get something from Rhode. I did get the Rhode glazing milk, which I think is like a hydrating glazing milk that you put on like before your makeup, and it's meant to be really hydrating for the skin. It's all very skincare-y, which is exciting because my current skincare is not working for me. And then my beauty loop, let's see what we got there. Oh, this is interesting. I got Charlotte Tilbury Magic Water Cream, just like a little sample of that. Drunk Elephant Glycolic Night Serum. Oh, Briogeo Scalp Revival Rosemary Pre-Wash Oil, little sample of that. RMS Beauty Legendary Lip Oil. That looks interesting in the color Lucia. It's like a teeny tiny little thing. Oh, it smells good. It's like a dusty rose. Quite nice. I like that. Hello, New York. I wanted to show you guys my lunch. It's now currently Tuesday. It's a work from home day and I meal prepped, and I wanted to show you guys because it's actually so good. I made this like chicken pasta. I essentially roasted 2 chicken breasts. I cut them in half, seasoned them, roasted them in the oven, took them out, cooled them down, chopped them up, and then I mixed that into a lentil pasta that I had. So it was like a higher fiber, higher protein pasta. And I mixed it with a sauce that I made, which was light ricotta, basil, tomatoes, a little bit of broccolini, and some garlic. And then it's just made like the loveliest little pasta that's not too like saucy and heavy. It's more like a pasta salad but warmed up, if that makes sense. I'm really making a conscious effort to eat a little bit more during the day because I find that with my medication, my appetite's like completely gone at lunchtime, and I have fitness goals to reach, i.e. running goals to meet. So I have to make sure I'm fueling myself properly and getting enough nutrients in as well. That is the plan. I also have an hour left of my book and I'm really stressed because things are happening. Things are happening and I'm like, this all just seems to be going too well. And we know in Bookland where you're at 90%, what's gonna happen with the other 10% of the book? Anyway, so I'm gonna eat my lunch, read my book, and enjoy this lovely work from home day.